Hi friends, welcome to Ahil Arts channel. This is Uma. In this video we are going to see a beautiful hat. Many of you have asked me the sweater vest what we have done last video is good and matching hat will help. So that's what we are going to do in this video. Okay. So for that hat what I have done is I have done the normal standard increase with 10 stitches in the first round, 20 stitches in second round, which is 2 stitches in each stitch, and in the third round we have done 30 stitches, 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is the normal increase we have done for all the beanies. I will share the standard beanie tutorial on how to increase for various different sizes in the description. Okay, so 10, 20 which is 2 stitches, 30 which is 1 2 1 2 1 2, and 40 which is 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2, and 50 stitches in the fifth round, which is having 1 2 3 4. Every fourth stitch we will be increasing one stitch, so we'll be having 50 stitches. If you are doing for a bigger kid, you can start with 12 stitch in the I'm doing for a 1-year-old. If you are doing for a bigger kid, you can do 12 stitches in the first round, so you'll have 24, 36, 48 and 60. Okay, by fifth round. So now join the second color what you have done with this sweater vest and do 1 2 and 3 stitches, 3 chains, sorry, and do 1 stitch in the same stitch. 1 2. You see? Okay, now skip the next second stitch, and in the third stitch do 2 stitch. I am just weaving in the white, the second color on the top and the first color in the bottom, because if I have the light color weaved in here, then it will be awkwardly visible in the bottom. Okay, that is why I am weaving it in the top of the stitch. Now we don't have any, we won't be having any decrease. We'll be having 50 stitch, but with a different pattern. We are skipping 1 stitch, and in the second stitch we are doing 2 stitches. So this is the pattern we are going to do all the way through. By the end of this round we will be having 50 stitches, but it will be like this. Okay, so continue this round. I will show you how to do the next round. See, I have completed the first round, and in the last stitch I have a last 2 stitches to skip, and I have slip stitched, not on the third chain of the 3 chains, but in the middle of this 3 chains under the double crochet. Even though we don't have any chain one in between, we are just doing the next round in the middle of 2 double crochets in the previous round. Okay, this way we don't have unnecessary gaps and we don't have to skip any stitches, any unwanted stitches. Okay, so chain 3 and do a double crochet. I would recommend to do the chain 3 as tight as possible, so that the chain 3 will also be a same size as that of double crochet. So if you do this chain 3 as a little bit looser, you see the gap in here will extend when you do the slip stitch at the end of this round. So always do a chain 3 as tight as you can, so that there won't be any extra space, double crochet, and in the next stitch do 2 double crochet in between the posts of previous 2 double crochets. Now this is what I am going to do for total of 10 rounds. The same 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet in 10 rounds, in which 5 rounds I will do with color 2 and 5 rounds I will go back to the color 1. Okay, so 10 rounds of the same pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of the 10th round, which will be technically 15th round, right? We have already done 5 rounds, and in this pattern we are going to do 10 rounds, and after the 15th round we will do the border. Okay, I have done 9 rounds of this pattern because 5 rounds was too big of a stripe for a hat, and I don't like that, so that's why I have done 9 rounds of 3 rounds of each color. Okay, if you want, you can use multiple colors to make this stripes. Okay, you can do the rainbow colors for if you're making it for a small baby or a girl baby, it will be good. Okay, and now what we are going to do is, just like the sweater vest, we are going to do a ribbed border for this separately, and we are going to add this in the hat. Okay, so for that what we are going to do, if we add this long rib in the double crochet, it will be little more little bit unstructured if you do this, because we are going to join on the inside so that we can flip the ribbed to make it as a flipped border, flipped brim also. Okay, so what we are going to do is, first we have to do a single crochet round. Don't tighten that single crochet too much, because then this circumference will be reduced, which will be hard for putting it on. So just to do a normal single crochet in each stitch, which will be having 50 single crochet all the way through, and we'll slip stitch and we'll cut the yarn here. Okay, now we will be starting the ribbed pattern separately with the first color what you have been using, this one, or you don't have no compulsion on using the same color from the top to the bottom. You can always do the different colors also. Okay, so now do the size of the brim, the size of the ribbed border is up to you. If you want the same exact size as per your stripe, you can go with that. That is a normal standard border you can have. Otherwise, if you want a bigger brim, if you are doing for an adult size hat, that will also good. Okay, so you can do it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I am doing it for 7 chains, where I will be having 6 half double crochets. You can do up to 11 stitches with 12 chains. Okay, that is the maximum size of the brim you can do. Okay, so skip the first stitch. You know, we will always do the stitches in the back bump of foundation chain, so I am doing that. Okay, 6 half double crochet and chain 1, turn your work. Okay, now we have to form the ribbed pattern. So what we are going to do, we are working only in the back loop. Okay, when we work only in the back loop, the front loop and the next loop in here will be displaying as a ribbed structure. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Up to how many rows you can do to cover the whole circumference of the hat. You see the ridge here in the in between. So up to this, how many rounds you can do, because the half double crochet, each one of us will crochet with a different gauge. So it's up to you. If you crochet tightly, then you have to have more number of rows. If you crochet loosely, if you will be having less number of rows to cover the whole circumference. Okay, so I'm guessing I may need 30 to 35 rounds, sorry, 30 to 35 rows to have to cover this 50 stitches of hat circumference, but I'm guessing, I'm not sure. So I'm going to continue this up to how much I'm doing. Okay, then we will be doing a increased border in here to join this into the hat. Okay, see, I've completed the rounds. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So totally 40 rows I have done. Okay, so in this 40 rounds, what I'm going to do is, we are going to join this and do a border round. You can do the border round here also if you want. Join this with a slip stitch, and we are going to do a border round, and we are going to join this border with this hat. And again, I'm saying this ribbed border is totally optional. If you don't want that, if you like this hat just like as it is, you can do it, you can stop. But if you want this border, what we are doing is, start only in the back loop of the front side and front loop of back side. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in the front loop, back loop of the front side and front loop of the back side, so that we will be joining with the ribbed pattern undisturbed. Okay, always do a even number of row, so that you will be having the started tail end on the top side, which you can weave in when we go with the border round. Okay, now once you have done 6 stitches with joined 6 stitches with 6 slip stitch, chain 1, do a half double crochet, 1 in each row. Okay, 1 in the ridge and 1 in the hole. You can adjust the total number of stitches in this border according to the total number of stitch what you have here. Okay, for example, I have done 40 rows here, but I have 50 stitches here. So what I'm doing is, whenever I see a bigger space, bigger gap, I'll just do 2 stitches in order to cover up the gaps, so that I'll be having same number of stitches in the border, in the rib as per the hat. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do all through the round, and once we done with this round, we are going to join this border into the hat. Okay, See, I have completed the border round. Now what we are going to do is we are just going to keep this like this, and we are going to do the single crochet. Okay, you can sew it up with a yarn needle also. Okay, but I prefer doing single crochet because when you flip it out like this, it will be a perfect finishing. You can either have it and as a full length like this, or you can flip up to have an extra layer of covering in the ears. Okay, you see, even though I have done only 40 rows, it is much bigger than the hat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is start here. Anywhere you can start. Okay, start here, use both the loops and do a single crochet, chain one and a single crochet with all the 4 loops. Okay, you can do half double crochet also if you think single crochet is little smaller to cover all the 4 loops, but single crochet will be fine. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do all the way through. I'll complete this and I'll show you how it turned out. Okay, see, I have completed the joining, and it will be a extra layer in the ears, and you can always open this up like this, and the stitching will be, the joining will be very good when we use a single crochet, and you can wear it as a slouchy beanie also. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Please try this out, and please try the sweater vest matching to this, and make sure you post your pictures in our Facebook group as well as in Instagram tagging Ahilu Arts. Like the channel, like the video, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon so that you never miss any video. Please share it with your friends and help us grow, because your support is what making us keeping alive. Thank you. Bye.